Hi everyone, DJ here. Welcome to Selena City and Lake World Part 181. If you guys didn't show a live part of Selena City, may go to that part before this one. But today, we have some more showcase builds are returning for a new world for Selena Resort World. And most of all, these four showcase builds have been mostly shown before. But most of them are, or should I say, all of them are pretty much coming back in 2026. And pretty much the first one was pretty much shown around best of worst showcase bills and Lego Worlds. The second one was also shown around Selena City. The first Selena City had been here since like 2022. That been was shown around last year, and this one's coming back. The third one is pretty much from season one of showcase builds from 2021 that pretty have been shown for most of like a little bit of time, but coming back in 2026. And the fourth one adds the same thing, but it's coming back in 2026. So I can't wait to show most of these four showcase builds in today of Selena City. So, with no time as always, let's get right into this. And also, guys, can you believe that Selena Resort World has been here for 2 weeks? I didn't even realize that until I found out when I looked over around the parts from like 179 that this Resort World has been here since literally of 2 weeks. That is crazy to me. Now, don't get me wrong. I know 2 weeks, like, oh, that doesn't sound like, kind of like, a crazy one. But it is crazy to me, by the way, because I literally just started creating this world late beginning of this year of, like, 2026. And he was also crying crazy, as saying this one more time. It's pretty much all about to be the end of January. Literally all about to be the end of January, which is, like, crazy to me. So, let's go ahead and show the showcase builds. So here we go. These are the last ones I pretty much shown from over around the last part. Still don't know why that one messed up. So here we go. So the first one I am showing is the Sphinx. Now this is probably the second time I think I'm showing this, or third time I'm showing the Sphinx. It's probably maybe the second time or at least the third. But the Sphinx is pretty much a cool showcase build, and pretty much it's part of the Egypt. I'm not entirely sure if this is supposed to be like a lion from mostly Egypt. It's gotta be. I mean, it kind of built like a lion, so it's definitely a lion. It's one of the most showcase builds that don't really, get talked like at all, even though it's just shown just like last year, not too long ago. But it's pretty much one of the most very interesting showcase builds. I'm not entirely sure if I remember correctly that it has like a little like not part of this showcase build, pretty much not. But in Dusty Dawns, it does have mostly like traps and gold mostly inside of it, which is pretty much nice, kind of like a little like dungeon. So I do like most about the showcase build. But that's all I can say about the Sphinx. I mean, it's just mostly just a Sphinx, just stay there, just that. So Sphinx, welcome to Selena Resort World. Alright, next one is the coral, but not just any type of coral, actually. It's pretty much the, forgot to click this out, by the way. Where is it? Gotta go up top. Alright, here we go. This is the, oh no, okay, no, it's just called a coral, okay. I thought it was just called something else, but no, it's just the coral. Now, I have talked about this showcase build late just around, like, late not too long ago, actually, from around last year. It's one of the most very interesting showcase build I have shown mostly around 2025, because 2025 showcase build was kind of like really interesting. But if you want to know, corals are pretty under the like literally under the ocean, which is like pretty much nice to see. So they pretty much can see like mostly like out of the open. But I never seen no coral look like this, by the way. Never seen no coral look like this, which is pretty much very something. But I don't really know much about to say about mostly corals. I mean, I've never been mostly under the water before, by the way, so I can't really mostly say anything much about the coral. But it's really good to pretty much see it in 2026. So welcome to Selena Resort World Coral. All right, the next one is the hotel lobby, one of the most classic season one showcase builds from literally that year of 2021. Now, if you have to be if y'all want to know, this showcase build is literally 5 years later, which is crazy to me actually, because this whole entire showcase build series from over around like late that year until like 2022 is like 5 to 4 years later. So you can pretty much say that this whole entire showcase build I've shown, especially the one in the last, is pretty much 5 years later. Not these two, but this one like in general. So if anyone doesn't remember, when I showed this showcase build, it's pretty much just kind of like a regular hotel, by the way, just just like any normal hotel. But I have talked about this Showcat build before. I love this Showcat build, but I still don't know why they did not finish, doing this. I don't have to go ahead and explain mostly to like the whole entire, the word again because it's just gonna get, kind of get a little bit, just a little bit tiring for me or a little bit tiring for everyone. But what I can say about this Showcat build is that I love the Showcat build. 5 years been showing mostly Showcat builds for like, well, sorry, most of the other ones I remember from like last year, but most of them from like 5 years now. It's crazy. Like, because when I do mostly a video celebrating like 5 years of season one of pretty much should I say most of all for like all the Showcat builds, it's gonna be very emotional to me because I've been doing this for mostly for so long, by the way, of the Lego World Series. Like, it's speaking of that, too, Lego World Series is also 5 years. Like, everything just 5 years from 2021, which is crazy. But it's good to pretty much see most of this show build in 2026. So, Hotel Lobby, welcome to Selena Resort World. And the last one we have for today is another classic Showcat build from season one, but that don't really get talked about actually, and that is the fishing piers. Now this one right here is not a bad Showcat build, but it's kind of like just a regular a fishing area. You have is mostly like kind of like the fishing area right here. I can remember mostly say, or should I say mostly I guess you could like put some water or actually no, you actually could mostly put some water right here. I think you could probably just start just start randomly fishing. But we have no fishing rods and leg rolls, which is kind of sucks. But you know what I like about most about this Showcat build is that this is just a regular normal fishing like Showcat build. Like I don't know what's with the barrels though and the crates though. Okay, well the crates I can pretty much see most of the fish, but I don't know what's the barrel. Maybe they have like water inside of it, I guess. But this Showcat build is pretty much a classic one from over around 5 years ago of 2021. It doesn't really get talked about at like late often at all. I don't remember what part it was when I first time showed the Showcat build, because I've been like I said been showing these Showcat builds for late 5 years or so at the Lego World Series. But I'll tell you one thing: if this Showcat build gets shown mostly a lot for this year of 2026, especially if in case of it more mostly be like kind of like like for the OC worlds, then this Showcat build might get shown a lot, probably a lot this year. But I feel like I have doubts for this one. I feel like I have doubts for this Showcat build, but it is pretty much good to pretty much see it pretty much after not too long after from last year. So yeah, but welcome to Selena Resort World of Fishing Piers. Welcome. All right, well everyone, I'm gonna go ahead and end off right here. If y'all enjoyed, sure I know what to do. So I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.